everybody. Welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I have another book tonight about books. A book about reading. Now you know Miss Dorothy loves to read and I want you to learn how to read because when you learn how to read, you're going to love books as much as Miss Dorothy does. And this book is called The Summer Nick Taught His Cats to Read. Nick teaches his cats to read. Can cats read? Wow, that would be exciting. Nick loves books, and he wants his cats to love books too. So he tries to teach them to read. I wonder if they learn. I wonder if they will agree to this. Cats don't usually like to stay in one place for too long. But we're going to get into this book and see what happens when Nick tries to teach his cats to read. Are you ready to get into this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go. The Summer Nick Taught His Cats to Read, written by Curtis Manley and Kate Berube. Nick has two cats, Verne and Stevenson. Well, that must be Nick under the tree with his two cats. They spent summers doing everything together, splashing in the pool, camping, riding bikes. But when Nick sat down with a book, the cats had their own ideas. Uh-oh, they don't want Nick to read his books. The one cat's lying right on top of his book, and the other cat's sitting right on top of the stack of books. So Nick decided to teach them to read. He started with easy words. Ball, said Nick. B-A-L-L, ball. But the cats just wanted to play. Nick was trying to teach them how to read the word ball, but they just wanted to play with the ball. At lunchtime, Nick pointed at the word food. Food. F-O-O-D. The cats ignored him and just ate the food. Wake up, said Nick after they fell asleep. This is no time for a N-A-P. Nap. His cats did not like that at all. These cats are not enjoying learning to read. So Nick made new flashcards, and Verne got interested. He made a flashcard in the shape of a fish, and it says F-I-S-H, fish. But Stevenson was not. Stevenson just said, bah, bah, and crawled under the bed. Verne wants to learn to read, but Stevenson's not interested. Nick tried nursery rhymes next. When he read The Three Little Kittens, Verne searched everywhere for mittens, but not Stevenson. Then Nick read his favorite books to Verne, who liked stories about cats and stories about fish. Verne loved fish. He followed along as Nick read, learning the sounds of the letters. Look, Verne's really interested in the book now. Verne practiced on his own, over and over, even after Nick went to bed. Soon he was reading new stories all by himself. Yay, Verne! The next morning, Nick tried once more. F-I-S-H. See? Fish. Verne loved that word. Don't you? But Stevenson said, meow, and ran under the porch. He hissed at Nick and Verne. Stevenson is being very stubborn. Verne got his own library card and borrowed so many books that Nick could hardly carry them home. When they discovered a story they both liked, they acted out their favorite scenes. They dug up fish fossils in the flower bed. They bounced across the surface of the moon. It was fun, but it would have been more fun with Stevenson. Wow, they're using their imagination to act out all the books, but they really want Stevenson to do it with them. Then Verne discovered a treasure under the bed, a great stack of Stevenson's private drawings. Wow, Nick whispered. Stevenson drew a story. We should write the words, said Nick. Verne helped. Stevenson wasn't reading, but he was under the bed drawing pictures of a story. When they were done, they squeezed under the porch, gave Stevenson an eye patch, and read The Tale of One-Eyed Stevenson and the Pirate Gold. Stevenson listened and followed along. He didn't run away or hiss, not even once. So Nick and Verne took him to the library to find more books. Yay! They found a book Stevenson was interested in. The next morning, when Nick woke up, Stevenson already had his whiskers in a book. He's reading the book Treasure Island. Stevenson likes books about pirates. When Verne and Nick needed help fighting pirates, Stevenson found a sword too. "Welcome aboard, matey," Nick yelled. "Step lively." Nick and Verne rounded up 2 scurvy little monsters, and Stevenson held them at bay. He's sitting on the stuffed animals. Then Nick and Verne climbed the mast and looked out over Treasure Island. When Nick yelled, "Land-o!" Stevenson was right there with them. Then they all hurried down and waded ashore, and it was Stevenson who found the buried treasure. He found a carrot in the garden. Now Nick and his cats hunt for dinosaurs in the lost world behind the garden. They race around the yard in 80 seconds. They journey to the center of the basement. They're having so many adventures now that they're reading together. Sometimes Verne and Stevenson curl up with their own books, and sometimes Nick reads to them while they close their eyes and purr. But Nick also likes it when someone reads to him. "Maybe I should teach you how to speak," he says to the cats. "How hard could that be?" Meow, said Stevenson. Wow, Nick did teach his cats to read. He taught them to love books and go on adventures like that pirate adventure they went on reading about that pirate book. Nick was teaching them all the great things about reading, but then he tried to teach them that one of the best things is when somebody reads to you, because it looks like Nick's dad's reading him a story, just like Miss Dorothy's reading you a story. It's so much fun to read, but it's also so much fun to have someone read you a book. You know what? You could read a book to your cat. You could read a book to your dog. Maybe they'll learn how to read, just like Nick taught his cats to read. But you know what? We're not going to be able to do that tonight, because it's time for all our kitty cats and puppy dogs to go to bed, and it's time for you to get under your covers. So I need you to get under your covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. Maybe take a little more time to have somebody read you another book, because that's the funnest thing to do right before you fall asleep. So ask Mom and Dad if they can read to you, or if Miss Dorothy can read you another story, because it's so much fun when someone reads you a book. So you talk to them about that, and then you get off to sleep. But whatever Mom and Dad say, whether it's yes or no or maybe, obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be sitting right here ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.